coverage. So from the sky, it's less likely that a hawk's going to come in this kind of yard. Not saying it's impossible, but a lot less likely. But if you had like wide open, places where a plane could land, you're going to have a lot more issues to consider in terms of also overhead, making sure they're fully enclosed. I've also seen people, like Mother Earth News talks about making short little runs, just 2 feet high, and you just kind of have those being not too heavy and lightweight, and you could move those to where you want them to be, and as long as they close. Yes, sir.
Dog crate and a little red wagon.
There you go. Dog crate and a little red wagon.
We have to move ours from barn to one area to a pen and another.
Yeah.
We put scratch in the dog crate, or sucker spark, and the little one close the door.
So she was saying, with her dog crate, that since they have to move theirs to different areas, they put a little bit of scratch in there. The chickens all run in, close the door, move them over to a different area. Of course, and like I said, mobile chicken tractors are very good chicken. Yes.
Also, depending on the breed, you can train my chickens to come suck on my blood. Come on, girls, and they'll come. Wherever they are, they'll come running because they know they're going to get blood out of some biopsy or stuff. Right. And they come right away.
That's a really good point. Train your chickens just like you would train a pet, any other pet. Train them and they'll know. In case she was mentioning, she says, "Come on, girls!" They come. They know they're going to get some sunflower seeds or something else that's yummy. And we did the same thing actually with our chickens and guineas. We trained them when we would bring the food out. We'd go tick 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 tick, so that they knew that meant something yummy. And they come to us. And in fact, other people who raise guineas are really surprised because guineas are a lot wilder and really aren't meant so much for city dwelling. But ours will come running to us. And people who've raised guineas were kind of freaked out about that because we train them with the chickens. It's a matter of, just like any other pets, train the strategy of what it is you want them to respond to. Usually some kind of call, or you can have a clicker or whatever it is, and give them some food at the beginning with that so that they start learning. That's a good sound. Anything else?
And you have ducks because of their eggs? Do you keep the eggs?
Yes. The question is, why do I have ducks? I think we got ducks sort of just out of curiosity. I'd read some stuff about them, but we do eat the eggs. They're excellent foragers, the kind we got. We got khaki Campbell ducks, and they are, generally speaking, most chicken breeds lay more than duck breeds. But this breed has a very high laying rate. It can lay like 300 or more eggs a year. And they're just very active foragers. So you let them out and they just start attacking the lawn. So we got them for bug control, similar reasons as chickens. The duck eggs are much richer. They're good for baking. They're a little larger, a little creamier, and the whites, when you crack them, almost are like a syrup or something. It's a much higher viscosity that comes out. Yes.
We have 2 labs, and so our chickens are in a stationary coop because we're afraid of the dogs. One of them got one before, so anything you always raise the dogs in a puppy with the chickens to make it work.
The ongoing, fully answered question: how do you raise chickens and dogs together? And there's different philosophies for that. I've heard people who say just don't do it. Always keep them separated. And we have a healer, and she takes care of our chickens. She knows they're ours, and there's no problem. I think it comes down to the individual dog and their interest in how interested they are in pleasing you, as opposed to their drive. And you also have to overcome different breeds are more likely, like dachshunds, forget it. Retrievers, that kind of thing. Terriers. Yeah, exactly. If it's a hunting dog, probably a bad choice. The working dog, like I said, my blue heeler is a working dog, so maybe they're already used to, they know to round things up, and it works okay. I don't have a straightforward answer to you. If it's already happened once they taste blood, I think it's kind of hard to do. And I've heard this story a couple of times about. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there. You can do what you want with it. Don't have any proof either way. But farmer's story is that, well, if they do that, and say a dog gets your chickens and you want them to break the habit, you put the carcass around their neck for a couple of days. They learn that never to do that again. You might have psychiatry bills or whatever, doggy psychiatry, but It depends on how serious you are and how desperate you are, I guess, too. But you know, there you have it. That's a thought. Yes. What a wonderful question, Dara. The question is, how would someone who doesn't have chickens know what would be the best breed for their chickens for them? Well, so there is an app coming out soon called Pick and Chicken, and I literally made this. I like to make things that I would use, and I can find a lot of information out on the internet, but I like things that are aggregated. I come from, I guess, doing databases and doing information collection background. So this application will have your breeds of chickens. You'll go through some questions that'll help you decide what's best for you. So it's an online reference manual, really, but it walks you through in a lot more navigation and in such a way that you can get to your answers quickly, and then you can compare chickens and do different things. So pickandchickenact.com is the site. I got business cards up here. If you're interested in signing up for a free copy, it's just asking you some questions on surveys as to what you're looking for in chickens. Feel free to do that. The box is right there. Yes, so there you have it. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to be on vacation until the end of July, and so I don't want to get chickens until after that. What am I going to find if I'm coming here? Do I have to get chicks, or will I be
The question is, she's looking to get chickens after the end of July when she gets back from vacation, and what will be available in terms of chicken breeds and age. Can she only find chicks? Can she find pullets? And I think you will find that both will be available, but you need to know where your sources are. Like Josh raises, you raise them year round. So, I mean, you could always check with someone who raises. Callahan's in town has them. The catch is, the balance is, if you know what kind of chicken you want to plan in advance. Like right now, chickens are white hot. Spring is the biggest time, and it's hard to keep them in stock. So if you can plan for different times of year, you might have better selection options. There's online ones too. Some of the pros and cons between having a day-old chick and getting a pullet. A pullet is a young hen that's a little older. Well, actually, I guess chicks technically are pullets, but is chicks. The fun thing of getting day-old chicks is you get to raise them, grow them, and kind of train them. Think of it as any other kind of pet. And they're very cute, and they do carry, the flip side is they carry a little more maintenance, because when you get a chick, it doesn't have feathers yet, it's not protected, so the first few weeks you have to make sure the temperature is warm enough and that they don't, in the very early days, have too much water where they could put their beak in and drown and do some things like that. But there's a lot of joy that comes, and it's a great education and family experience. The flip side, the other side is, of course, you're waiting longer to get those eggs. So when you get a pullet, you've gotten past maybe some of those heat considerations, and you're getting a little bit more ready to go eggs. You'll probably pay a little more just because, you know, they're a little older. But both, the best thing I can tell you is if you know what kind of chickens you want, start asking the different people who sell chickens what they'll have then, or how you would secure that. Yes?
How old are hens before they start laying eggs to get a chick?
How old till hens lay eggs? It varies by breed, and even within breed by individual chicken, but I would say 5 months might be a good rough time to say, 4 to 5 months. And how long will they lay? They will lay for years and years and years, but their production rate goes down over time. I might let Patsy even speak more to that. She's had chickens 8 years.
I was just going to say, Buck Moore is carrying the chicks too.
Okay.
Well, I have hens that are 8 years old, and they're still laying pretty well.
How well is the, can you repeat that? How well?
Okay, I have hens that are 8 years old, and they are laying quite well. They stop in the winter time and in the very hottest part of the summer. But I have 8 adults now, and I'm getting 3, 4, 5 a day.
And that's something Patsy hit on there that would happen regardless of age. Is a lot of breeds might stop laying in the winter, not because it's cold, but because of the number of hours of daylight. I think they like 14 hours a day, and so you might see that your chickens quit laying when it starts getting shorter days. Some breeds will lay through, like the ones I've had have continued laying through the winter, but again, not only, it doesn't matter how much you research a breed,